So I've been offering reputation management as a service for almost 5 years now, and it is hands down the most profitable service you can offer while also doing almost no work and getting huge benefits for your clients. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I do this, how I offer it, how I sell it, how I price it. And by the end of this video, you're going to have everything you need to start offering reputation management as a service, getting awesome results for your clients, and generating thousands of dollars in recurring revenue. But with all of that said, if you end up appreciating this video, all I ask is that you hit that like button down below this video. All right, so reputation management is not some new idea, and it's certainly not something that I came up with. There are a ton of individuals, both agencies and freelancers, and there are softwares as well that offer this as a service. And while it might seem like it's a little bit oversaturated, it still is an untapped market, and there's so much potential for you as an individual freelancer or agency. Now, when we talk about reputation management, really all it is you are helping your clients request reviews from their customers and clients. And most of the time this comes in the form of a text message request or an email request that has a link taking that customer back to the Google business profile to leave a 1 through 5 star review and then type out a little bit more about their experience. Now, this might seem really simple and you might wonder why businesses can't do this on their own. And I don't really know the answer to that question, but what I do know is very few people prioritize this, and even less truly understand the benefits of generating new reviews for their business. Now, the second thing that's so awesome is getting new reviews for a business is going to drive way more traffic and leads to their website. Now, first off, it's going to help with their general SEO and it's going to increase their rankings. But even if it doesn't get them to the #1 spot on the Google Maps, people still search for those companies that have the most reviews. And so if you can help your clients get more reviews than any of their other competitors, they're going to get the majority of the clicks. And finally, you as a service provider are going to be able to sleep well at night knowing that you are almost guaranteed to get results for your clients. And so it's going to be really easy for you to prove your worth and to justify what you're charging them. All right, so I've simplified what reputation management is, but in reality, there are a lot of strategies and tips that I've learned through the years that are going to make a massive difference in the amount of reviews you can generate for your clients. And I've broken this down into just 3 essential parts. Number 1 is you've got to request the review, and it's not enough to send an email. In fact, it should always be a text message, and you can't just send one text message. Oftentimes, we don't get customers to click and leave a review until the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th reminder. And so you have to do this in a tasteful way that doesn't annoy them, but also reminds them that, hey, we would appreciate if you would take the time to leave this review. And just requesting that is going to solve 99% of the problems. Because the #1 reason people don't leave reviews is convenience, and because they just don't want to take the time to do it. And so you have to help them through that. All right, the second part is you have to provide a link directly to Google. There are a ton of companies out there that have signs up, and they'll even mention this to their customers when they're in the office. Hey, please go leave us a review. But nobody, absolutely nobody, is going to go on Google, search for the company, try to find the company on the maps, find the review button, and then leave them a review. The only reason that people would do that is if they're really pissed about the service that they got and they're so motivated to leave a negative review that they will jump through all of those hoops. But for you, you want to generate good reviews. And so in this text message request, you have to make sure that there is a direct link right to the correct Google business profile so they can leave their review. Now, you can get this link by just simply logging in to your client's Google business profile, and you can copy and paste that link and add it to the text message. Now, the third thing, and probably the most overlooked part of all of this, is helping your clients prime their customers to leave a review. So what I mean by priming them is it's not enough to just let their customer walk out the door and then get a text message asking for a review. What they need to be doing is mentioning it several times to them in person, face to face, while they're in the office or the workplace. And so when they leave, they're expecting and anticipating getting that request. So if it's a dentist, what they're going to do is sit down with their patient and say, hey, just a quick reminder, when you walk out the door, we're going to send you a text message just so you can leave a quick review for us on Google. This really helps us out. Would you be willing to take just 30 seconds to do that? And by getting a verbal commitment, it's going to drastically increase the conversion rate on those reviews. And then whoever it is working at the front desk is also going to remind them as they walk out the door, hey, just letting you know that after you walk out the door, you're going to be getting a text message to leave that Google review. Would you have 30 seconds to do that? Getting a second, if not more, verbal yeses is going to, again, drastically increase the number of people that are willing to take the time to do it. All right, so with those 3 tips alone, you're going to be able to generate tons of reviews for your clients. So now let's talk about pricing and packaging this, because there are a number of different ways that you can do it. And some of these are free and are going to cost you nothing. And then some of them are paid options, but they're going to allow you to do a ton more for your clients. So you can pick and choose which one works best for you. So the first option is something that I used to do a lot, and that is just creating a custom page on your client's website that has a button that goes directly to their Google business profile. So this is going to act as a collect a testimonial or collect a review page. And so they can send this out manually to all of their patients, clients, and customers. And you can just charge a one-time fee for this. Maybe you build this page for them, you design it, and you charge $500, $700, whatever it is that fits within your pricing. Now, the bummer about this option is you can't create recurring revenue with it, because once they have the page, there's really nothing else that you can offer them. And so this is a great way to make money, but I wouldn't advise you do this first option. Now, the second option is what I did for years and years, and it worked really, really well. What I did is I built a Webflow website, and each individual page was dedicated to a client. And the URL that I used was patereviews.com. So if the company Apple was one of my clients, their unique review link would be patereviews.com/Apple. And this is the link that they would send out to all of their customers and clients. Now, the nice part about this link is I own this link, and so they have to pay to use this link month after month. Now, I always make sure to optimize all of these links so when they get sent in a text message, it pops up with a really nice open graph image saying thank you for your business, and I, of course, customize the title and meta description so it just feels really custom. Now, for an option like this, you could easily charge $50 to $100 per month just to use that review link. Now, you might be thinking, there's no way, Peyton, that people are willing to spend that much. But the fact of the matter is people don't know how to do this stuff, and it's going to generate a lot of new reviews for them. And so they're not going to have a problem with it. The other thing that people really like is they love having this landing page or this request to review page that has their logo on it, that's branded, it looks nice, and it just makes them feel like it fits into their system and their process, and it makes them look good. And so there are a number of reasons why your clients are going to love this option. Now, with that said, there is one issue with this option, and that is the text messaging part, right? So if it's a smaller client, sure, they can just copy and paste that link and send it out manually from their phone. But as companies get bigger, they're not going to be able to do that manually. They want some sort of system that's going to automate things and send text message requests out immediately once somebody leaves their office. And then also something that's going to manage the entire follow-up process, right? So sending a follow-up message 1 day after, 2 days after, and if somebody clicks that, it removes them from that automation so they don't continue to get bugged about leaving a review when they already did 2 days ago. And so there are a lot of different things to think about if you want to create a full system that does all of this for you. So if this is the type of system that you want to build, you're going to be able to charge way more for it. And what I would recommend and what I use is a tool called GoHighLevel. Now, this is basically like a website app builder, kind of do-it-all type software, but I've got a template that you can just click and download that is a reputation management template that's going to set up all the automations for you. And so basically all you have to do is sign up your client, go create a sub account inside GoHighLevel, and it's going to manage everything. You're going to be able to set up a dashboard for them. They're going to have a custom phone number that follows all of the legalities of text message marketing. They're going to be able to upload all of their contacts. They're going to be able to automate this whole system where people automatically get the review request. And for a system like this, you could easily charge $200 to $500 per month, because not only are you offering a review request page, but you are offering automations and reporting and this entire dashboard and experience, plus the ability for them to send text messages to their customers. All right, so we've talked about all the juicy stuff, but there are just a few more things that you need to know to make sure that you don't get sued, okay? So these are really important. They're not a big deal if you just make sure to remember these things. And also, side note, I'm not an attorney, so don't follow my legal advice, but here are a few tips that I've learned along the way. Number one, don't funnel reviews. This is a really popular practice where you basically have a middleman review page where if they click a 4 or a 5 stars, it takes them to Google. And if they do a 3-star or less, it actually has them leave that review on a separate review page. So it kind of funnels out those negative reviews from Google. And this is, as far as I understand it, illegal. And so don't filter out negative reviews. All reviews should be purely authentic. Number two, there are a couple review sites that do not allow soliciting reviews. So one of these is Yelp. You are not allowed to offer people money to leave a review. You're not allowed to run any sort of giveaways to leave reviews. And technically, you're not even supposed to text or email people and ask for a review. It's supposed to be purely authentic, purely organic. So if you are generating reviews, make sure that you're doing it primarily for Google, because soliciting reviews is okay with Google. Again, not an attorney, and I'm not liable for any mistakes that you make. All right, and so the last thing that I would mention is just make sure that you're being careful with the legalities behind SMS marketing, because there are several cases where somebody has been sued because they didn't get permission from their customers or clients to send them marketing text messages. And so in most cases, you're going to want to make sure that your clients have some way for their customers to opt in or to sign something saying they give permission to receive text messages. But again, just make sure that you're aware of this and that you don't put yourselves in a position to be liable if something does go bad between your clients and their customers. All right, guys, so we have gone through a ton of info in this video, and there is so much more to talk about. And so if you are ready to get started, again, click that link down in the description. I'll also add it here at the top of the video. But if you want to know more about how to offer this service of reputation management, how you want to optimize the automations, the text messages, how you want to sell clients and upsell them and charge them and all these different things, go ahead and turn on the notification bell so you get notified when my next video comes out. And drop any questions you have down in the comments. I will be quick to respond to those. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.